So today, the 22nd of March 2022, we are going to transplant our passion fruit seedlings to our second garden. But let's first get to know how to transplant, because there are very many mistakes which we do while transplanting, and which, if possible, you can avoid them. So let's start. One, the whole way you're going to transplant your seedlings would be at least 1 foot deep. 1 foot deep. For example, 1 foot deep at least. So this helps when you transplant this seedling. In the process of growing, the roots will have to spread down deep, but not on top, because if the roots are down, it means during dry season your passion fruit will not be affected much by heat, because by the time heat reaches down, you have taken some good time. If the roots start spreading while on top, or about 3 inches after the loam soil, then it means drying will be very easy. Okay, so the seedling should be it should have grown at least to a level whereby you can see 5, 6 leaves. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This helps the seedling in the faster growth, because as you can see, there are some roots which have already been developed and penetrated through the polythene. So when you transplant this, it does not take long in the soil to develop roots, because the roots are already developed. Okay, so when you put it down, when you plant it, it will take a short time, and then these roots start moving. Okay, then what is the arrangement of putting back the soil? The arrangement of putting back the soil, you have to first put back the loam soil, which is black. So after putting back the black soil, get your seedling and remove it from its pot. It's not advisable to cut, because when you cut this polythene or this pot, there is a chance of cutting these roots which have already grown or which have already been developed. So it's advisable to just remove it by hand. Okay, and of course, to do that, you have to first do watering of the seedling. Okay, so let's assume I cut, then maybe I would have cut this root. put back the black soil for that. Then bring your red soil and spread it on top. So after spreading your red soil on top, do watering. Even if it rained some minutes back, still you have to do watering of at least 1 liter of water. We are not yet done yet. So there are some of us who are in areas which have much pests and pests. Something which I'm going to do, other people may not agree with, but that is the only option. You do spraying. You spray with the pesticides, such that when the pest comes, of course it will not even reach here because of the smell of the pesticide. If you don't do this, that means in just one day the pests will have cut this seedling from here, of which we don't need that. But when you are mixing the pesticides, make sure that the pesticide is not strong, because these seedlings are still young. Okay, so after doing that, then we shall be ready to go with our seedling or with our garden.